This is day 8 of building a robotic arm from scratch. Today the new piece of the arm is still printing, so I thought I'd give a quick rundown of how our wiring is set up. So this blue thing that says Elegoo on it is our microcontroller, which is basically the brain of the arm. And then this black thing is an extra power source, since the motors require a lot of energy to move. And then these two things together run into the servo driver, which turns low power command signals from the controller into high power voltage and current for the motor. And the servo driver has these pins in it that connect to the servos. So coding wise, I'm using the Arduino IDE, which uses C++, and these first few lines are pretty generic setup and libraries for the servo driver. But then these lines right here assign each of the pins on the servo driver to a variable. In this case, servo num2 refers to the second servo. And this is super helpful when you're starting to use more and more servos, because it can get confusing which one you're trying to move. And finally, these lines right here, what actually moves the servos. So 600 is all the way to one side, and 2400 is all the way to the other. And the delay is pretty straightforward. It's in milliseconds, so if you want to wait for 1 second between moves, you would enter delay 1000. And then I send it over to the Arduino, and I get this. Follow for day 9.